Welcome. My name is Melinda Prague and I'm going to be your professor for this online course, MRD 7801 Language Development. The purpose of this short video today is to help you to navigate our course in Blackboard as we get ready to begin. So you can see that I am here on the Start Here page, which is obviously where we would like you to start. So here I have a short course introduction, which I won't read to you because you can do that for yourself. And then we ask you to review the menu bar on the left and become familiar with the different sections. And we'll talk about those in a minute. You also have a section called Reading and Activities. And when you click on that, it will take you to the Introductory Discussion Board Forum, which is what I would like you to attend to during week 1. And we'll get to that in a few minutes as well. So let's now go to the top to our announcements page. You may have seen this announcement already. You should have received a copy of it in your Wilmington email. I'll be using the announcements section frequently to keep you updated on course activities. So it's an area you want to check often, although I will attempt to make sure that you receive these in your email as well. Notice in this announcement section, I've placed the 3 dates for our chats. And as I mentioned in a voice email I sent to you, our first chat will be September 10th at 7 p.m. And we will have that in this Collaborate area, which we'll get to a little bit later as well. So if you haven't used Collaborate before, you're going to want to preview that area and make sure that your computer is ready to handle that particular item. If there is a problem with you attending a chat, you need to let me know. One thing that's very important at Wilmington is attendance, even in an online course. And I'll be monitoring your activity in Blackboard as well as expecting you to attend our chats. So, we've looked at the Start Here button, and now we're going to click on Syllabus. One of the first things that you should do is go through this section, and there are at least 2 documents here that are attachments that you want to save perhaps to your desktop or perhaps to a folder, or for those of you who need a hard copy, you might even print it out. The first one is our course syllabus, and it will open for you just as mine is here in a Word document. And again, I'm not going to go through this with you right now, but this is Wilmington's course syllabus. And the only thing I will call to your attention is in this area here where our assignments are. These assignments only add up to something less than 100% at this point. So what I have done is I've kept our SEA assignment at 40% and our oral language calendar at 20%. But you will see that I have upped the reflection paper to 20%, which I think is more equitable. And then our discussions and your attendance online will account for the remaining 20%. Everything else in this course syllabus remains the same. And you've got your standards and descriptions of the assignments, as well as a copy of the rubric for the SEA assignment. Even equally important, I should say, is this document. And again, I'm going to open it quickly, and you will see that on this document, we've got the activities again, the assignments, the weeks that they are due, and a course outline by date, by week. So you can see when our chats are, you can see when the items are due, you can see what you should be reading each week, and what the topics of discussion are. So that will take you through the course, and I think that will help you stay on track. All these other links that you see here are generic information, takes you to a website at the college that should be useful to you. Next, we've separated the course into the 8 weeks. Each week is arranged in a similar fashion. So I'm only today going to show you week 1 so that we don't get too far ahead of ourselves and that it is not too overwhelming. So as I click on week 1, you'll see there is an introduction, and we do this for each week as well. So in the introduction, you'll see the objectives, and again, what you should be reading. And following that is a weekly checklist. And again, the weekly checklist is again to help to keep you on track. It's short. It just tells you what should you be reading, if anything is due, such as the first discussion board. And it is short but helpful, I believe. The next link are activities and assignments. And in week 1, as in all weeks, you have a reading and resource section, a link to this discussion board for that week, and in this case, some information that I've entitled Looking Ahead, because this is our big SEA project, and I want you before our first online meeting to take a look at this and see what questions you will have. And notice this is important because you need a preschool age child with whom to work. So that's why I want you to be aware of this early on so you can make those arrangements and let me know if that is going to present any difficulty for you. The readings and resources will vary from week to week, but they are extensive. Again, tells you the chapter that you need to read, some PowerPoints for you to look at, documents for you to read, websites, and always 1, 2, and in this case, 3 videos. And some examples that you're going to look at on the web. So you can see there is a lot of material, especially for week 1, that you need to review. While all weeks don't have quite as many resources, they are pretty well apparent as you go through these. Our next link is the discussion board. And here you'll see that I've made a cyber cafe, and this is just a place where you can put anything related to this course or not. I'll monitor it as well, and you can speak with each other during that and ask questions of each other. You've got the guidelines for our discussion, and you'll see that there are 7 discussions plus the introduction for a total of 8. And you need to post an original as well as a response to one of your classmates. The next link is a calendar, and important dates I'll place on that calendar for you, such as the first chat. This next link provides all the rubrics for every activity that you are doing, as well as a rubric that I'll be using for the discussion board, so you can take a look at that. The My Grades area is for you. The faculty contact is me again, with a link if you want to hear me giving my introduction, and a picture of me so you know who you're dealing with on the other end of the computer. And I've included some web resources specific to this course, and I'll be adding to this, so check back often, but these are some of my favorite sites. And if you have a favorite site, please share, and I'll put it up there as well. Collaborate is where we will be meeting for our online sessions. So one of the things you're going to want to do is make sure that you are able to access the sessions that I have created for you. So for instance, if I go back to the calendar, and we click View Month and we go to September, you will see that I've put a link that will take you to the Collaborate session. What you want to be able to do is make sure that you can launch the session successfully. And I'll be providing some additional information so that you will have it if you need it for Collaborate. So prior to our first online meeting on the 10th, please make sure that you have reviewed the syllabus, reviewed the course outline, reviewed the material in week 1, make sure that you understand what the expectations are, and come prepared with questions. We'll be reviewing the actual assignments online together in our first chat. So until then, take care. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to working with you.